everyone, Brian Holland, the Big Bad Wolf, on Jinteki.net, from the winning agenda here, playing against Ben Blum on Jinteki. This should be good fun. I just had a terrible game, not a terrible game, it was a good game, but a hard-fought, lesson-learned game against our opponent, against B. Blum. And now we're testing out this another New Angeles Soul list, which you can also hear about on... well, this has been changed a little bit. We talked a lot about New Angeles Soul in episode 54 of the winning agenda. And our opponent's playing Kate. I imagine it's going to be prepaid voice bad. This looks okay. I wish it wasn't double psycho, but having the manhunt and these two in hand seems like an alright idea for what we're going to try and do. This is my first time playing this exact list too, so look forward to lots of mistakes. I'm going to keep this one and regret it later. I start turn. That was quite good. What are we worried about from Kate? Nothing on turn 1, nothing in hand. So let's go this, and on R&D. End the turn. I have to remind myself what this card even does. Assess a run, trace 2. Give the runner 1 tag. Okay. So the discussion of this is, sorry, better say same to you, to our opponent. Alright, so it's prepaid list. No surprises there. Astrolabe, very good. Alright, let's start the turn. Wrap around. Alright, let's draw another card. Closed accounts, that'll be good for later. Let's go wrap around on HQ. Get this out of the way, make a new remote. Alrighty. That's the Astrolabe. Hopefully we're not really going horizontal. I think this list is still actually playing quite a few assets, so this might be a problem. But we're going to try and not trigger it as often as we can. We do have a bit of time, usually, against prepaid Kate to get things set up. Newshound has been phenomenal in this kind of build. Basically perfect start. Yeah, seems it. Ben Blum has been a pleasure these last couple of games. Phenomenal player as well, so good to test against him. Oh, self-modifying code and the clone ship. Oh gosh. That's very good. Okay, so not going to be fast advancing anything, but that's okay. We have time, I hope. I don't know. Depending on the build, these voice pad decks can be either mid-range or control, like most of the Kate decks that we play here at TWA. Yes, it is. Yes, it's Trace 2. A lot of the Kate decks we've played on the TWA have been control lists, so we do have a little bit of time. Oops, so well. That's fine. What's our opponent doing with the last click? Seems to be thinking. Still 6 cards in hand, so it might be a dirty laundry. So no dirty laundry. Okay. Okay, starting the turn. Keegan Lane. What a beat house. What a thumpstick. Thumpstick. So we ideally want to put him behind a Data Raven if possible. Okay, let's draw a card, another card, draw another card. The All-Seeing Eye, also very good. I'm not sure how good it's going to be against this. Not sure if what kind of build our opponent's playing. It might not have many resources. Let's get this out of the way. End the turn. Maybe our opponent will start running at some point. They might be holding onto the SMC just because they're worried about the fast advance. Which is fine, because while this deck can fast advance, it doesn't have to. I'm fairly certain we can just go for a regular sort of mid-range game and try and grind our opponent out. If we ever see a run from anybody, which might not have to. If I end my turn, yeah. So our opponent doesn't start the turn. They're obviously considering whether they want to SMC at my end step and save the credit from Kate's ability. I don't think there's anything in the bin for them to clean shit back. No, that's all operations. Yeah, so start the turn. 7 creds and 4 cards. Diesel for another 3, so just, yeah, great cards to get everything set up. Dig for the rest of those voice pads to turn those lucky finds and hedge funds into absolute powerhouses of economy. I probably could just have a group full of programs as well. Like, just playing them out isn't terrible, but you kind of need to poke around. I suppose, again, being a new ID, a new list, a lot of people don't really know what's going on over the... of course, though, once you guess this and the manhunt. It's a pretty big red flag. We're going to res the wraparound, I suppose. Yeah, no reason not to. I just may get them on access. I don't want to give them any information here. I'd hate for them to access my Keegan lane and trash it. There's another voice pad. Get a credit, 2 credits, so we're going to see something here. Yeah, there it is. The sure gamble. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, I'll draw a card that's not a psychographics would be really good. Let's draw again. Oh, blue level's alright, so we can do that next turn. This one, we're going to get rid of some of these. Like, this list is very interesting. I might get rid of the All-Seeing Eye at the moment. I'll come to regret that later, just like I did keeping his hand. But we'll deal with it. Our opponent still has the SMC out. They do have information now. They know that the barrier is up there, so they can go fetch their lady. I'm pretty sure these lists are still playing lady. They might have changed to Crota at some point, seeing as they have such a proliferation of credits. But lady seems good, and you get to save on your influence. And our opponent could just rightly be petrified at fast advance and wants to keep this open. Because as far as our opponent's concerned, I could be holding like a Astro, or Astro with, or just any agenda with biotic labor or something, and as soon as this is used, it becomes a bit of an issue. But yeah, the lady's being played out, and it'll be interesting to see what we see here. Dirty laundry on HQ. Sure, not a lot we can do about that. What will our opponent get to see? Oh, we get to boost the trace strength here. I'm not going to boost it, so it'll cost them 1 extra credit. This is the manhunt trace, which seems to have lagged out here. Okay, all good. There's the Astro. Hidden behind a news hound. I don't think that's going to do anything, is it? Could just try and score it out like a cheeky dude. I kind of want something else. I want 2 pieces of... sentries are hard to break, I suppose. I could shoot her up the sentry. I'm not sure what sentry this list plays. So let's start off with... blue levels gain 500 to draw 2 cards. Like, we're not a huge rush, as I said earlier. Put another news hound on front of there. I'm not sure what's correct. Just got down to 5 cards. My apologies. Give it a Psycho. Just not sure about that in this list. But it seems like not the best card. Seeing as all the other cards that I have that are tag related only require 1 tag, this one requires at least 2 to be good. So obviously this is a big signal to our opponent that we're trying to set up a scoring server, or at least protecting something if we're going for asset econ or anything like that. So we've got the double clone chip and another one of these, so our opponent is going down to 12 credits, so we could just go for it. I know this list does play Ash and such, I'm pretty sure, but we'll find out. There we go. I kind of want to play them into the server at the same time though. So let's also put this on HQ, tax out those things. And we're going to discard the other Psycho, unfortunately. And turn. So next turn we can go Ash, Astro. Keegan might not be, like, obviously the Shapers have a hell of a lot of recursion, and also tutor pieces to go up and get alternatives to things. So Keegan might not be as big a blowout as it is against, say, Noise or some of the criminal decks that don't have a lot of recursion, but blowing out like a Faust or an Eater, for example, with Keegan feels very good. So we've seen the Parasite go to the bin there. I haven't seen the Data Sucker, so fortunately most of our ice is safe, except for the wraparounds. That's fine. Oh, sorry, I'm such an idiot. That wraparound just got eaten by the Parasite. That's fine, whatever. Deal with it as we go. So we'll draw one of these, so we can go install this for pretty good benefit. So let's go server 0 with the Ash, server 0 with the Astro, and sweeps. Okay, so 19 credits to our opponent's 17. Not a huge deficit considering we also have to spend at least 4 to res both of these. Not sure what Sentry our opponent's playing. Sentry Breaker. Should I know? Maybe it's Fem. I should probably know, but you know, anything could happen. Cyber Cipher. Which server is it on? Does it say? Is it automated? Which server for Cyber Cipher? This one, I'm assuming. Fair. Okay, so this server. Okay, probably has 16 credits, so let's res the first new sound. Numeration. 2 subs. New sound does get the additional sub. Subroutine of end the run. After all, it's other subroutines if we have a current active, which if a current is active, even an opponent's one. So that's a good card. Yeah, we hope so. Yeah, we hope so. Fire them. Okay, so let's trace 3. Give the runner 1 tag. Boost the trace strength by 1, I guess. Is a good card. Alright, so that tells me that our opponent's Sentry Breakers may be wildly inefficient in terms of credits if they're going to go tutor it up. Or maybe they're relying on something like Fem. Okay, all good. Yes, new sound is powerful. So I'm fairly confident that Astro is safe to be scored next turn, but then we can't rely on fast advancing the rest of them. Which is fine. I'm happy to slow advance if we draw some more. It doesn't have the clicks. This feels good at least. As long as we can maintain this credit. Oh, it's not really a credit lead, but maintain something. Okay, so this is dead on this server. So let's just score out the Astro and be done with it. I don't need to play current for my ID ability. That's good. Another turn. So obviously not good to see, from our opponent's perspective, to see an Astro with a counter on it, but then we'll be feeling pretty confident with an active SMC and 3 clone ships. I don't think Jesse has put Subdex Virus Suite in this list, but we can deal with that when we come to it. Sorry, I'm just being so professional and reading texted messages while I'm on here. So what's our opponent done? Drawn a card, played a Diesel, digging for something, maybe another Lucky Find at this point. Data Sucker, that'll help as well. And a same old thing. So that might be for the Livy AR later in the game. So let's start the turn. Got another Astro, which is pretty good. 13 credits, you say. Our opponent's 12. Okay, let's go Server 0 with this one. Gain 2 credits. Conservative play, but we definitely can't go for the fast advance strat. We can save a credit and a click next turn by using the counters on Astro script, but this list is playing Global Food Initiatives, I'm fairly certain. Alright, let's see what happens here when we res this. Got a lot of new sounds. Will our opponent fetch it up this time? They're on less credits. I think they're on less credits now than they were last turn when the same situation popped up. Yes, our opponent is ponderous. And if they are successful, they'd have to pay for the Manhunt trace as well, which is another credit. Ponderous. Oh, Atman. Oh no, what a hosing. Atman at 4 is going to hose us. Something shocking. We need a different piece of ice over this turn. Break 1 subroutine. So 2 subs are broken? Sure. No more action. Access. This is a Maker's Eye run. I'll boost the strength by 2, so our opponent has to have a tag. I think that's correct. Manhunt is trace 2, so 4 to opponent's 1 click. Okay. This should be okay. Passing with the tag. If they end with the tag, we can. I don't know. Yeah, so they're taking the tag. They're probably not going to. They'll save the 2 credits and clear it. Did our opponent access 3 cards? I'm guessing none of them were agendas by the looks of things. Now, with only 2 credits, I think, with our opponent only having 2 credits, I think we're still safe to score an Astro off the board. As I was saying before, and I didn't think I'd get to finish my thought, but this list does play global food initiatives, I think, so the 2 Astro counters might come in handy if we can install global food initiative, and then the following turn score it off the board by advancing it 3 times and using 2 tokens. Oh, another Ash. Okay, that's going to be handy too. Alright, let's score this other Astro. So we've got double Astro counter, but as I said, ideally we want to... Oh, we're only on 8 credits now, but our opponent's only on 1, but they only really need to play an economy card at the moment, seeing as they both have... They have 2 voice pads out. So if we somehow manage to rip a... Well, we won't, because our opponent saw the top 3 cards of our deck. Rip a global food initiative at some point soon. Just install it, keep it safe there. Unfortunately, Atman is hosing the server, so we need to... Pardon me, we need to get another ice on here, because at the moment this is costing 4 credits to get through. Dirty Laundry on Archives. There are a lot of face down cards on Archives, but fortunately for us, none of them are agendas. Opponent has a tag from, what was that, the still left from last turn? So let's, I don't know, boosted by 1 credit. That's probably terrible. I'm just doing that to mitigate the link, but... So I took another tag. Assume they'll clear it. If for some phenomenal reason our opponent does pass the turn with a tag, it's good, but it's just not going to happen. Data Raven. Alright, now we can play fun things with Keegs. So you can put the Data Raven in front of this server and Keegan behind it. And get rid of the Atman, but we don't want to do that now and give our opponent cause to go through the server early and trash the Keegan. We also need some more credits. So we know there's 1 more dead card on top of R&D, I'm fairly certain. So I think I'm pretty much fine to... Although I should probably protect Archives to stop building up those data suckers. But we don't have anything stronger than 4 in this deck either. And turn off the Dirty Laundries, I suppose. I'll just gain some credits. And discard the Quandary, I think. Really just holding onto this pipe dream of the one-off closed accounts. Yeah, so next turn if we can install the Data Raven on this server, probably trashing the second News Hound, put Keegan behind it. Like, our opponent has so much recursion, it's not going to make a huge dent, but it will slow them down a little bit, because playing an Atman at 4 is still fairly expensive. Okay, so preferred voice pad, lucky find, draw 2 cards. Alright, so that's our turn again. So I think there's another dead card on the top still. And we do have the Ash to help combat things. I wouldn't hate another Econ card, I think we've got most of them in the bin at the moment though. That's not too bad. Another Keegan and a Jackson. Alright, 1 click left. Let's just play the Keegan to server 0, because we have double of them now. It'll probably force a run through there. So might tax our opponent out a little bit, which is good. We can discard this Manhunt, because thanks to our ID's ability, as long as you have 1 in the archives, it'll trigger back and forth, so the Manhunt is always in play. And we're not in a terrible position at the moment. The Atman at 4 is a beating, but let's see if we can bluff our opponent through this server. I am not a very good Netrunner player yet, folks, so bear with me and try not to grit your teeth too much, as I am taken to school by the incomparable Ben Blum on Jinteki.net. Thanks mainly to our Winning Agenda Patreon subscribers who are helping us out in a small but meaningful way to provide us the resources with which to do this extra content for you guys, and we love doing it, so thank you so much. Alright, so our opponent is starting the turn with 13 cards and indexing. Oh no, they're going to steal agendas and we'll never draw one. Thankfully we've got a Jackson to help us get out of this. I should have played the Jack's Knight last turn. I suppose I wasn't thinking indexing. Was that from the bin? No, it wasn't. Okay. So we're probably going to see some agendas be stolen. So there are 21 cards left in the deck. We've only seen 2 agendas come into the game, so very likely. Boost the stray strength by 1. So the manhunt will trigger. I have to keep at least 3 credits to replay the manhunt. 3 is a bit steep for a current, but hey, we're still toying around with this list. I was speaking to Jesse a lot about it. It was originally obviously surveillance sweep, but we found we were having a hard time reliably tagging our opponents unless they made a mistake, and we don't really want to rely on our opponents to make a mistake. So are we going to see a run back on R&D, or are there still no agendas in there? Seems to be pondering. I mean, our opponent can also still think that one of these is an agenda. Oh, so they're just putting back the indexings now. Okay. I'll just give it a cheeky shuffle. What a cheat. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards back on top. What's the second click going to be? Our opponent's probably weighing up the options of... Oh, legwork. Oh, going to flush us out. What can we lose? We can lose the Jackson, which would suck. Kind of want to res this just to tax another lady counter. Take us down to 10 credits. So machine has no agendas on top. So our opponent might be thinking then that we're flushed with agendas. I really don't want to lose this Jackson. It's fairly likely our opponent's going to access it, but let's res this. Deplete that lady. The sooner that they have to replay the lady, the better for us as well, because while lady's great, having to replay it is a pain. Alright, what are we going to lose? So our opponent is accessing Keegan Lane. Opponent could be reading this card. It's a new one. It's a great one for you. As those of you who don't know, Keegan Lane is an upgrade system operator. Trash, remove a tag. Trash 1 program. Uses this ability only during a run on the server. Closed accounts, data raven. So our opponent did trash to Keegan Lane, which is good because we've already got one here still. Should Manhunt have triggered? Manhunt trigger? Oh, it's only the first time. It's not every time, right? First time run makes this run. That's okay. Stim hack. Oh, gross. We're not going to res the other one, I don't think, seeing as we plan to trash it. And there's not a lot in this server. However, so Keegan is now +7 for the run. I'm going to break 1 subroutine. Break 1 subroutine. Okay, no more action. Continuing the run. Do I res this for 2 credits to tax our opponent 2 more? Sure, it's here now. Definitely going to res this Ash at least. Just give it a trace 4, which is like 3 additional credits. Most of them are the stim hack ones, so. Go in. Alright, so I may have prematurely played the Keegan out. That's fine. So our opponent is now just pondering which one to access first. So they're trashing the Keegan Lane, and they're trashing the Ash, and they're going to take 2 brain damage, going down to 2 credits. There's another manhunt, so let's play the Jackson out. Draw 2 cards. Draw 2 cards. Yeah, well, we've got some econ options here, which is good. Let's get rid of this one, and this one. And closed accounts probably not going to matter at this point. Or do I need double data raven? Well, I'm keeping double data raven, then I'd kind of want to keep your closed accounts, surely. But I've got the Ash, which is good. Let's kill one of the data ravens. Everything's so difficult, guys. So we've left 1 dead card on R&D for our opponent. I imagine we might see either a run on the we'll see a run on the Jackson or the Archives this time. Try and force the use of the Jackson. We're going to shuffle this deck maybe, if not, which is still pretty good. Next turn we can go Ash in this server. My opponent's still low. We don't really want to draw an agenda soon while our opponent's still low on credits, but they've just lucky find it, so it's a non-issue from the time it took me to make that sentence. End of the turn. Okay, cool. Oh, Vanity Project. Oh, I didn't even know we were playing this. Okay, Oakley Dokley. We can go 1, 2, 3 this turn. Next turn, install. How am I supposed to score something for 6 points? That is gross. For 6 advancements. I have to leave it advanced on the table, which is not really ideal. So let's go. Just got 3 clicks. I could draw with Jackson first. See like a better option. Another Astro would be good too. I'm trying to 10 credits, so let's go this. And then I don't want to put the Ash in this server until it's in there with something and I'm prepared to like protect it. Get this for +2 credits seems pretty rotten. Okay. Turing is not terrible either, sort of guarantees attack, but it doesn't do a lot either, so you know what does guarantee attack? Data Raven. Point was moot. Okay, so I must sound like a goof. I didn't look at the list fully properly because Jesse and I were tinkering with it late last night, and this was the last one he sent to me. And Ben asked after our last game if I wanted to swap sides, so I thought I'd just quickly load up this deck. So maybe it's not playing Global Food Initiative, and I've just embarrassed myself. But to score this one in with 2 Astro counters out, we could just go install this Astro with this and try and score that out. Then have 3 Astro counters, in which case we can install, leave it there for a turn, use 3 Astro counters and triple advance. To end the game on a whopping 10 points. Ugh. There's low arrow density, that explains why we weren't seeing many. Parasite on this, cool, we're going to see Data Sucker murder it, I imagine. No more action. Manhunt trigger. No. Continues the run. Continue. Successful run. Manhunt triggers. Nothing on R&D. Makes a run Archives. There's the second last click, so we know there's nothing in the bin either. And if we use the Jackson, we give them a free fresh cards on R&D, so we're not going to do that. Will we see another legwork from the last 2 clicks? We could. We don't just lose if they do steal both those agendas. I mean, it's obviously terrible if they steal both those agendas, but we don't just lose on the spot, which is better. Is there a clot in the bin though? Did I not see this last turn? There's no clot in the bin, but they do have 1, 2, 2, so they can go fetch it up and just seeing a regular run? Okay. Will they steal something? Okay, the Data Raven, okay. So they don't have a clot in the bin, they don't have an SMC in play. If they break one of these to go get the SMC, they have to, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they have to trash one of these cards. They're going again on HQ. And then have to use that. So it's quite a lot of credits to get in there and stop them from using it. Steal one this time. Yeah, steals the Astro script. Do I want to play the current? Yeah, I guess so. It doesn't feel good. Start the turn. Pachinko, another card I've been fairly uninspired with. Let's draw a card. Oh shit. Meant to draw with Jackson. Okay, wrap around one of those. So wrap around's going to actually keep something out of here for a turn. But it's not that hard for them to replace. It does cost a lot of credits. We've got 2 clicks left. What to do? What to do? When in doubt, just don't gain credits and discard the cards you hate, I suppose. Alright, so if by some miracle we make things difficult, we can go install. I installed 3 cards in there, hey. Let's leave there. So, maybe I should have installed the Ash. Didn't want to give them a reason to go in there and just trash it. So, install advance, makes it a 5-3. The next turn go advance, 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 click, click. Make them use the wraparound. That might be enough. Might be. So, it depends how many credits they gain this turn, I suppose. Starting with 6 credits, 12 cards left in the deck. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A lot of econ options are still in there. I think this must still be a lucky find in the deck. No, there's 3 lucky finds there. Oh god, I'm so blind. Yeah, it depends what credits our opponent can gain this turn as to whether or not we should put it in there with the Ash and the wraparound, or both. This is certainly more fucking around. Oh, the clot, it's just there, okay. Well, I mean, that makes things easier. They're down to 0 credits though, are they? What's going on? 2 credits. Are they going to play something? Oh, it's Levy. Okay. Seems interesting, but our opponent's fairly low, so we might be able to just go wrap around, install, advance, and be somewhat okay. Just because this is fairly expensive to replay. It's 3 credits as opposed to controlling more here, because they're getting it for 1, 2, 3, 4. They need to trash the Ash the first time. I hate everything. Guys, everything's so hard. We have the clot, so we can't score off the board though. So it costs 1, 2 credits to put this here. Brings it to 4. 8. 6, 5, 4. Yeah, okay. 0 point does. Still only has 2 credits. So it's sort of now or never, I feel. Okay, we do have this though, so I can leave that there for a turn by itself and win the game and triple advance it. So I go 1, 2, 3. Which seems like the best strat. So server 0. Server 0. Server 0. Okay. So we're playing on 2 credits. Right now they have to still recycle the Cerberus to get in here, which is at least 3 credits. And a click because they have to install it over something else. Is there another one in here? There isn't. They have to... Oh, they can use the data sucker to reduce the strength to 4 and break in with Atman, which costs 5. Geez, I went up to 10, hey? Okay, can I keep them out with this? Maybe. Maybe. The good thing is they also don't win immediately if they steal it. That's never a good way to look at the game, I suppose. Now, our opponent can use the data suckers to reduce the wraparound to 4. Break for 1 credit. Then these will cost 2 each. So that'll be 5. Then we res the Ash for another 2 credits, brings us down to 4, and our opponent still has 5. And yeah, that's not feeling very good. Whoops, Parasite. Wait, what happened? Sorry, what did you need to fix? Whoops, Parasite. I'm confused. Oh, you're using... I need to rewind time and not levy it away. Oh, okay. Right. Because I'm an idiot, obviously. This is 0. Oh my god, I'm such a fool! Ah, this is 0 while this is in play, and our opponent needs to get rid of it. to track it down. Oh, okay. This feels very good then. Okay. I didn't know why I thought that when this doesn't have counters on it, it ceases to be a fractor and ceases to provide the debuff on the wraparound. Alright, so we're pretty safe. I think. Our opponent has 1 click left. We triple advance the Global Food Initiative, use both of these Astro tokens, and continue. Wait, oh no! I think you might have figured it out! Alright, we'll find out. What will our opponent do? Can't tap minute. Wrecked. Wrecked. What's our opponent doing the last click? Need only to trash Lady when installing Clot. Yeah, that was the play. But that was the best option. But you also couldn't have known. Our opponent could just win by ripping a bunch of cards off the top. Have Beal and remote. No, I don't. Spoilers. Alright, start the turn. Advance, 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 score. GG. For sure, GG. Alright, that was interesting, I guess. I'm sure I made a lot of mistakes. Scoring this out was fun. No, just a low density. This list apparently plays Vanity Project. So thanks so much guys for watching, interesting game. Thanks so much to Ben Blum, BB Blum. And yeah, thanks for watching. You can check us out on every Monday night, the Winning Agenda podcast. I've been Brian Holland, Big Bad Wolf on Twitter. Thanks so much to my opponent for being a great sport and obviously a phenomenal player and for giving me the time to have a couple of games with him. So thanks so much guys, see you soon.